So if I decided to wear a barely there outfit and have fans that were blades, I don't think I could quite pull that one off. Hey toy fans! So far out of the series of the 5 Mortal Kombat action figures from Funko Toys, I've got 3 now. And my third one is actually the first female that I have from Funko Toys, and I believe was the first creative female in the line of all their Savage World and Primal Age stuff. So they're 5.5-inch body scale. This is the first female to come out. It is Kitana. I'm excited to get this one off the card. She's got 2 fans that have blades in it. She's, kind of a pretty quick and mean character on screen, and kind of the savior of Earthrealm in the movie. So she works with Liu Kang. I like it. Let's open her up and check it out. What do you say? And of course, Kitana on our Mortal Kombat X Savage World Funko 5.5-inch action figure series. Now, what I like about her is, from my understanding, she is the first female that has the 5.5-inch body type in the line. And if I can remember, if I can find the video, I can actually link to the video of the 2 artists that were responsible for a lot of the sculpting on this project. The lady who was responsible for this wanted to keep a lot of the characteristics of Kitana that were sultry, but yet still buff and kind of Amazonian in their own way. So very much like Teela and Evelyn from the original Masters Universe line. Now, we have our 2 fans displayed to the side so we can actually see them, whereas most of the other figures have it packed in behind them. Now, the card is exactly the same as others in the line, and like all the other Mortal Kombat X, it's the same design with the one exception: her name has changed. Looking at the back, we got cross-sell art for other figures in the line. So Raiden, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, and Kitana, which we're reviewing today. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Raiden, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero do have variants, but we don't see their variants on any of the cards for the cross-sell art. Now, that's Kitana, and really the package isn't going to tell us any more about her, so we kind of need to open it up and see what's inside. Kitana is a really cool action figure, and one that I'm very happy to have in my collection. I love all the design work of the small details of silver with the necklace, the top of her mask, and even the small lines in her belt, garter, and wrist gauntlets. It's a well-designed action figure. Few things to note: she does have 6 points of articulation. Her neck swivels from side to side, her shoulders swivel, her waist swivels, and her legs are on a ball joint, so they're actually able to twist and kind of turn and move around. There is a little bit of articulation hindering with her neck. If you look, her hair is not soft enough for us to really get a lot of movement. The other area is kind of in the loincloth on the back. There's a little bit of hindering here because of that loincloth. But all in all, a really cool figure. Some things to note: she does come with 2 accessories. These fans, and these fans are styled pretty neat. One side it's just the fan, the other side is the frame with the blades in it. So you can imagine her slinging these off, or even fighting them, swinging them around like this to chop people up, which is pretty cool. One thing I did notice, oh, you've already seen it, about her fans is they don't really stay in her hand that well. Yep. Just a small tilt here and there, and those fans are going to be on the floor. I'm not sure that's anything that could have been changed in the design, except for maybe thickening up the handle here in order to fit in her hand. They do rest kind of nicely, but if you're wanting to play with her and do a bunch of action poses, they're not going to stay. Now let's compare her with a couple of other figures from this line. Got Scorpion and Liu Kang. All in all, they feel like really good figures, and I didn't have any problems with, seams that were glued together, or ball joints that were popping off, or heads that were too loose. It's a really well made figure, and I guess with these being kind of close to the first of the line for the Savage World series, There was a lot of love put into these, and you can feel in the quality, and you can see it in the actual sculpt. These are really well-made action figures. For me, I am so happy to have Kitana in my collection. I think that she fits in nicely, and she'll look good against my vintage Masters Universe action figures because she really does carry the same body type as Teela and Evil Lyn, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm digging this one, and really the first female that we got out of the line from Funko in the Motu style female body. I mean, this is incredible. This is great, and I believe it was Isabella Anderson from Funko. Her and Reese O'Brien had done an interview on YouTube, and I'll post that link below, where they were talking about it, and I think she had a hand in on some of the sculpting here. And they didn't have a female body to go off of, so they basically, they couldn't do a body stock. They had to make one, and this is the first one we got. And it's great. It's a cool figure. So let's talk cost. Now, I got Kitana with shipping for about $12. She usually runs, from what I've seen online, up to about $15. And what gets me is I had put out a best offer, and then I got an offer after I'd put this one out that was a better offer, and I couldn't back out. So I could have gotten her for about $9, and instead I got her for $12. So with that being said, she is out there, kind of like Liu Kang. She's running in the $10 to $15 range. I got mine for $12. So obviously here, $2 signs is kind of where we're at. So she's running about retail price on the secondary market. Remember, you can't get these at a store anymore unless it's like a resale store. So $2 signs, and that's where we'll settle it. Now my rating on her, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty high. So far, I have loved these Mortal Kombat X figures from Funko. I think that they are amazing, and I can't wait to get more. I think I had mentioned with Liu Kang, I had Sub-Zero on the way. At this point, I'm still waiting on them, and I think that that's going to be an incredible review too. But with Kitana, a few areas of concern. Her hair not allowing her head to move, and her hair is pretty stiff, so I don't want to break it or damage it or flex the plastic where it won't go back down. And the fact that she won't hold her fans very well. Those are two very grumpy complaints. Now, she does come with 2 fans, which I thought was awesome. With Liu Kang, he didn't have any, so that was kind of a tough point. She does actually articulate really well. The boots, even with the heels, they actually stand up very well. I haven't had her fall over yet. So I really feel like the sculpt and the look and the paint application on this is beautiful. It's amazing. But with the hands not holding the fans and the hair, I'm going to have to go down a little bit. It's not going to be on a full 5. So I'm going to go with 4. 4 out of 5 stars for this one. Not everyone can be Scorpion, So that's all I got to say for Kitana. It's a good figure. And remember, they're not dolls. They're action figures. I should say action female figures. No, I do not want to get in her way of those fans. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. Also go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'll have more of these toy videos coming to you soon. This episode of TRG was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com.